Peace T560 teaching team. Um, Here is my final reflection. Uh, so, what was the project journey like for me? Well, we started with a large group of 6 people who were all interested in the intersection of universal design for learning and culturally responsive pedagogy. Uh, Eventually, we split that group in half to better manage the different time zones. But along the journey, I realized that we could connect. Well, my group realized that we could connect the project to what I actually do in my professional life. And so I was really excited to be able to take advantage of the thought partnership with my Harvard colleagues to enhance what I wanted to do in my professional life. Uh, so we had actually taken a workshop that I had given a few weeks prior, and we were initially trying to retrofit that workshop to UDLify it. But after some feedback from one of the teaching team members, we tried to like scrap the uh, original workshop and really start from the ground up. Um, so, how was it working with my team? My team was fantastic. Shout out to Adonius and Carmen. This is the most efficient group I probably have ever worked with. Uh, we were really good at sharing roles. Each week we met as a group. Uh, we assigned a different facilitator, like a leader for the group meeting for each week, and we switched roles. Uh, we had recorded action items for everybody at the end of every meeting, almost every meeting, uh, and and that was really efficient. A couple times we also split. We have 3 members, so we split the group so each member would um, look at our project through the lens of one of the guidelines, so either engagement, representation, or action expression. We switched a couple times, so that was really, I think, a good way to use our group. At times, I felt like I volunteered to take on more tasks, but I felt like our project was so tied to the work that I do professionally that sometimes it was easier for me to complete some tasks, and also I felt like I got a lot of value out of doing some of these tasks. And then also, it helped me not beat myself up when one week I was supposed to facilitate and I had forgotten, so I was unprepared for the group meeting. But I didn't beat myself up too much because I knew, I was pulling my weight, even though I made that mistake that week. So how was it to use UDL? It was great to be able to implement UDL in designing a learning experience because I'm not in the classroom uh, this year. So it was good to like be able to practice and see what it's like so that I can do it when I get back to the classroom in the fall or in the summer actually. Uh, what worked well? I think actually choosing groups at the beginning of the semester worked really well for me. I liked using the different tools like Flipgrid to find a group, and there were like different avenues to find a group, like in class using the breakout rooms, uh, centering it around shared interests. I thought was really helpful in that way. The process of finding a group in a class that I took first semester was like anxiety ridden, so I appreciated the lack of barriers for me in this class's process. What would I do differently? We put a lot of research from outside course material to build our rationale. And then late in the process, we revisited the pollinating article, which really inspired our original idea. And we found that the pollinating article had so many gems in it that supported our current iteration. So if I was to do anything differently, I would, try to go back to that article way earlier. And finally, was there anything else I discovered? I would say that this project really helped me to understand the strong connections between UDL and culturally responsive pedagogy, and also uh, see that the intersection, really understand how powerful the intersection of racism and ableism are, and I think there are some ways to address both, and kind of the pollinating article saying you need to really address both in all these different aspects of oppression. Um, that they need to be addressed simultaneously because elevating one can inadvertently highlight oppressive actions in another for another identity group. So uh, thanks everybody. Shout out to you guys, the teaching team. This has been a great experience. I hope to keep in contact with all of y'all. All right.